another goal in his last 2 games.
And the competitor Pavelski at 37 gives him a little tap on the shin guards like, oh, we're just going to have fun. But Pavelski will be all business now that they've dropped the puck.
I just get a feeling this game it's going to be a little bit more up-tempo, a little bit more pace than we saw the last one.
Here's a guy that can go up-tempo in a hurry. Kale McCarr on the ice. And there's Nazem Kadri, who has been one of the biggest stories of the first half. And a tricky backhand there that doesn't fool Vasilevsky. Kadri with as many points as Connor McDavid at the All-Star break. And now McCarr, Pavelski. Kadri trying to give it back, and Vasilevsky squeezes the arm and does keep that out.
He wasn't sure if he had that or not. Pavelski right on the doorstep, and you mentioned Kadri. His next point is going to be a career high, and just quite incredible. There's 41 games in. It's been a magical season for him. And for that man, can Vasilevsky do the three-peat? As the Tampa Bay Lightning still in the hunt, looking for their 3rd straight Stanley Cup final.
Offside, Dylan Larkin comes out and joins Patrice Bergeron and Rasmus Dahlin. The #1 overall pick for the Buffalo Sabres. They're going to have another in their lineup next year, #1 overall in Owen Power. Kyle Connors on the ice for the Central. Wearing number 81, Roman Josi and Kirill Kaprizov are on the ice. And Dylan Larkin comes in, a shot stopped, and we've got Austin Matthews mic'd up. Austin, your thoughts on the weekend so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great. Team Atlantic's, we're looking to win one today, so the boys are hungry.
Was there 1 or 2 guys that you wanted to compare notes with or get to know a little bit better on this weekend?
Oh, I mean, there's plenty. I mean, this guy right to my right here, Jonathan Huberdeau, has been unbelievable this year. A lot of fun to watch. A guy like Evgeny Kuznetsov, another guy that's a heck of a player and a lot of fun too. So just the whole weekend's a blast, and just getting to meet new guys and get to know people. It's a lot of fun.
Austin, has it been fun to get to share with your teammate Jack Campbell and, of course, your former teammate Frederik Andersen getting reacquainted with?
Yeah, no, it's been great. We're all extremely close, so it's been a lot of fun getting to spend time together again, even though we're not playing on the same team.
Thought your guys might have the lead there. How's Red Lobster in Vegas?
We didn't make it there, but I owe them some Red Lobster when we get back. So
look out! There's the first goal, and the Central Division takes the lead.
Well, Jordan Kyrou, what a year it's been for him, leading the St. Louis Blues in scoring. He gets his first opportunity to go in the fastest skater. He beats the favorite, and here he gets the game's first goal. As you can see, Keller waiting for the drop pass, and Vasilevsky's upset with himself there, Kev. I think he was thinking pass, and instead was a little late on the shot.
Yeah, he was definitely thinking pass there, and Jordan sold it well, but what a weekend for him. He was one of those guys, first time at the All-Star game, young guy, just establishing himself as one of the best and enjoying every moment of it this weekend.
I think he likes the stage. 4 points, the first ever in the Winter Classic. Then he's the fastest skater, and now the opening goal for the Central.
He does, and he's one of those guys, if you watch him all weekend, he's been really soaking it up and talking to McDavid and a lot of guys and picking their brain and just trying to take it all in and even take something from it, learn a little bit from other guys, as much as anyone I've seen.
Absolutely. You really get a sense of that watching last night all around, and what a great approach to take as a young player.
Here's Austin Matthews, clear, cut, breakaway, and he tried to surprise goaltender Talbot, but didn't work with the Kucherov that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Austin was trying that. We'll have to get back to him and try to ask here. Just one move too many and just lost it at the end of the stick.
How about Chris Kreider last night? He Kucherov Vasilevsky. Matthews back in. That shot is off Roman Josi. And Kaprizov lost it. Here's a chance, and Huberdeau scores, and the game is tied.
Well, that's one thing that Matthews has really excelled at, is turning pucks over. Kevin talked about Mark Stone and how efficient he is at that. This is just another example. Pucks going back the other way. Matthews scripts it, and how about the year for Jonathan Huberdeau? There's the turnover. Huberdeau just sets patience. Talbot tried to outweight him. The quick little release goes 5-hole, and the league's top scorer ties this game up.
The thing about Huberdeau, he's obviously still underrated for how good this guy is. He leads the NHL in points. We know that. He's had 92 points before in a season, guys. Like 92. Like he's an elite player, but he still flies under the radar. But when he gets the puck like that, how easy does he make that look?
How good's his season been since November the 30th? He has 8 more points than any other player in the league. Here's Kyle Connor, and stopped by Vasilevsky. Chance there for Connor, and now Kaprizov up with it.
Well, how about the back check by Patrice Bergeron there? Second oldest player here, and he dug in and made sure he got himself back.
Breakaway back the other way, and lost the handle. Roman Josi will send it ahead. And that's picked off by Connor at center ice.
Hey, is this the first game we've seen maybe, what, Kevin, 3/4 speed? Maybe guys getting to almost 3/4?
You're right. Like, you see the back checks, and it's almost the second game. They probably watched the first one, and let's not kid ourselves. Everybody wants to win when it comes down to it.
Larkin and Bergeron out together, and I think Bergeron's had 2 or 3 takeaways already, which, of course, is his game at any time. Selkie Trophy finalist for 10 consecutive years. Now Steven Stamkos out there along with Nick Suzuki, and Brady Tkachuk in front, and down went Talbot to make that stop. Here's Stamkos, Tkachuk, and Talbot shuts the door.
Well, Talbot's had to really scramble, hasn't he? Moving laterally both times, able to close the pads together and make the save.
Alex DeBrincat out there for the Central, but it's Tkachuk with another chance, and he tried his brother's trick between the legs, but that doesn't work.
You think Keith could do that? I don't think I've ever seen Keith try that in his career. Both of his sons, they love it.
Looks like Matthews got it down a little bit better so far, but away goes DeBrincat. Should we say Alan DeBrincat trying to go high and scores? Wow, he roofed that over Vasilevsky.
If you looked at the breakaways last night, so often players just try to freeze the goaltender, get him to commit, and then go high over the glove. DeBrincat knows he has some time. Just a perfect shot to make it a 2-1 game.
Get the honest interview down there. Right now it's Pavelski, and here is Kadri, and a nice pad stop there by Vasilevsky.
Number 9, Clayton Keller. Time to goal, 5:25.
Jonathan Huberdeau over the line, got Victor Hedman and Austin Matthews with him, so top 3 teams in the Atlantic Division represented here as Huberdeau tries to send it in front. Makar picks it off, and his Colorado teammate, Nazem Kadri, in alone, scores! And they keep going in for Nazem Kadri this season.
Yeah, the amazing run continues. You know, his career high of 32 goals. He's got 19 now in 41 games, and a little outlet pass by Makar, and just the confidence coming in. Just no panic whatsoever. Head up the entire way. Almost sold that he was going to go glove side, and got it underneath and right past Vasilevsky there.
Guys, he had a great sit down with Colby Armstrong this weekend, and he said, listen, like, I've put a lot of work in to get to this point in my career. I've always wanted to contribute on both ends of the puck, and I put a lot of work in to contribute offensively like that. So, you know, he takes a lot of pride in both sides for sure.
Just been a phenomenal season. Point streaks of 15 and 13 games.
That's it, the consistency. He's had points in 32 of the 41, and when Nathan McKinnon went down, you know, you look at, okay, there's maybe my first opportunity to play a bigger role. He had 17 points in 8 games during that stretch.
And alone again, and this time Vasilevsky has the answer. Bergeron broke up that pass, but chipped in at the line by Makar. Rasmus Dahlin ahead. Larkin and Bergeron back with Makar there defensively. Bergeron couldn't thread it through. And look at Bergeron get back defensively now, a centering play, and Pavelski unable to reach that. And now it's a
Backhand,
breakaway
called short.
Larkin. And Dylan Larkin missed the net.
They tried to freeze Talbot there and just go the quick blocker side.
Kadri again had Roman Josi with them. They can't get loose, and here is Stamkos dashing back.
There's
And
not
it's gonna
bad,
say,
Kevin.
Sorry, great back check. I was just going to say about Larkin, he's got one of the nicest forehand backhand top corner breakaway moves in the league, and didn't try it there, but watch out for that one.
And how about Kyle Connor made the defensive play at one end and almost scored at the other.
I was going to say Connor did a pretty good job of skating backwards and handling that one-on-one.
Here's Tkachuk across. Stamkos in, and he ripped that wide. Should mention that Brady Tkachuk is here representing Ottawa, but it would have been Drake Batherson if not for an ankle injury after that play with Aaron Dell. And here's Tkachuk ringing it off the goalpost.
Yeah, what a shame for Batherson having just a really good, solid year with Ottawa and missing this opportunity. Hopefully he gets back healthy and back in the lineup very soon.
You ever get body checked by a goalie, Simmer?
Yeah, actually, yes, quite a few times.
Here's Nick Suzuki.
I had Ron Hextall chase me out to the blue line one time, too.
Oh,
so.
boy. With the stick, too,
Yeah,
probably.
oh,
in his
yeah,
hand.
you knew it was coming.
Vasilevsky gives it back to Huberdeau. There's Victor Hedman, the hardest shot winner last night. Matthews on the far side. And played back to Matthews, trying to curl in. And now a breakaway here for Connor. Huberdeau trying to track him, and a glove stop by Vasilevsky. There's a Ron Hextall pass. Matthews in. And he whipped that wide.
That was going to be a beauty, wasn't it? What an outlet pass that was.
And Hedman with a chance, but Talbot got a piece of that. Final minute to the first half of this second semifinal. Matthews back in, got Huberdeau loose in front, and he was unable to take the pass. Now back the other way, Kyrou unable to connect there with Keller. Huberdeau loose again, in front, scores, and the Atlantic Division gets closer, and a goal by Austin Matthews.
For Matthews, just the great finish off by Huberdeau. He sells that this shot's coming and forces Talbot to just delay a few seconds. He knows, takes a quick peek that he's got Matthews on his left side, but just that little hesitation is a delay for Talbot to get across, and Matthews stick on the ice, taps that one by.
Austin, that pretty sweet feed from Jonathan Huberdeau.
Austin, how about that pass from Vasilevsky up the middle, send you in.
Apparently he can't hear us. Oh, what a stop there. Oh, another brilliant stop. Cam Talbot's got the save of the day. And back the other way, Clayton Keller stopped by Vasilevsky. Well, the first stop was pretty good. The second stop, sensational from Cam Talbot. That's Keller, along with Kyrou. And Keller will play it back to Cam Talbot. Pass over Kyrou's stick at the horn, so we're through the first half of this matchup. And it's 3-2 for the Central. The Atlantic coming close to tying it. And here is Cam Talbot at his best.
Kind of goes unnoticed in the league. He's about as good as there is in the league, and it's fun to see him get some recognition here today.
Getting comfortable as a head coach in the league?
Never.
That's a good answer, simple answer.
And that's from a guy in first place.
That's right.
Well, thanks very much, Andrew, and continued success.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Andrew Burnett's team leading the Atlantic by 3 points, but trailing in this game by a goal as we start the second half. And here's Kaprizov in, and Jack Campbell makes his first stop of the soup chance start at the Fortress. Dylan Larkin back the other way, and there's UC Saros, who's had a tremendous year for Nashville, getting A lot of Vezina talk at the halfway mark of the season.
That's been a pretty solid year for him. And on that play, what so many people have talked about Saros is how much and how long he stays on his feet, doesn't go down, and that was a good example there.
Well, there's a tying goal from Patrice Bergeron.
Well, quick release. We saw the back check earlier by Bergeron. Now he gets the payoff going back the other way. As a right shot coming from that side, you got to think the goaltender is thinking often you like to go up and over the glove. Just a little hesitation. Maybe Saros lost his net. Oh, that's a perfect shot. Underneath the blocker, just above the pads. 14 inches stick side as a right-hand shot was one of my favorite shots, and that's a perfect one by Bergeron.
And guys, for all the hockey nerds out there that like this kind of thing, just looking at everyone's sticks yesterday when they weren't around, and very, very interesting curve that Bergeron has. Nobody else has anything like it. You know, Aho, Matthews, Larkin all have the same curve, but the Bergeron curve, he's got a pretty big paddle probably for face-offs, but then he's got like a severe toe on it at the end, and boy, he sure knows how to use that blade, but it's funky looking.
It works for face-offs, that's for sure, at 63%. So the game's tied, and the Atlantic moves back in it for Tkachuk, and stopped by Saros, and Pavelski takes over and sends away Jordan Kyrou. Stamkos gets back defensively. Pavelski sends that wide. Roman Josi to Pavelski and back, and pad stop there by Campbell. Up ahead Tkachuk, and Nick Suzuki will take over. Back for Tkachuk. Thinking about Nick Suzuki and some pretty good moments last year in this building. In the semifinal victory.
Yeah, you talk about growth as a young player and having the big matchups as a center iceman and playing playoff hockey, and just really grew so much knowing how to play the game and develop it.
16 postseason points. Huberdeau tried to get it back to Matthews. There's Matthews on a one-time blast, and somehow Saros comes across.
Saros was looking behind him, got the side of the net right off the post there, and that was a close call off a quick one-time.
Now back the other way, it's Clayton Keller. Campbell stops that, and well, he'll keep it moving.
I remember Campbell saying to Matthews last night, he's a little nervous at the start of that save breakaway challenge and struggled a little bit early, but man, he's looking sharp here.
Taken away, and here's a chance in, and a backhand flipped wide and off the bar and stayed out.
I think Campbell thought the second one went in.
And it's Hedman scoring. Victor Hedman the other way. The old close call at one end and a goal at the other.
I think a few people on the central bench think that one went in. Yeah. They're pointing for it.
Kevin, you know the goaltender's reaction. I thought Campbell kind of slumped saying the rebound went in. Hedman looking now to say what happened.
Well, the officials are thinking, what? We actually have to do work this weekend?
You got to go video-wise.
This is their first big decision that they're going to have to make here. We'll have a look.
So Kadri off the crossbar.
It's not this one. It's the rebound coming after that they have to look at. You know, Campbell did a pretty good job of keeping his ground. That one's clearly not. The rebound, though, went right by Campbell, and he's sort of slumped thinking that it went in the back of the net.
We don't have that replay on the rebound, do we? Not to put anyone on the spot.
There's another look.
Okay, watch the follow-up of Connor.
Chance.
Yeah. Oh, he got
he
did get a piece of that. But look at Campbell. I thought his reaction was
I wonder if he thought the Kadri shot might have been in and come out.
It's a great save.
I think if he thought the Kadri one, he wouldn't have tried so hard on that second one. That's an incredible save.
Upon further video review, it was determined Kyle Connor scored at the 7-minute central phase.
Well, let's have a good look at it.
Well, our angle, didn't look like it was in, but
Kevin, you know the body language of players tells it all, and to me, it was Jack Campbell was like, I didn't quite get that one. Connor on the doorstep, pounded that rebound.
That would have been the save of the day if he did make it.
So the phantom goal by Kyle Connor, and it's the Central team taking a lead again, so this will give us a better look.
Well, better on the... Oh, yeah, in and out quickly. Boy, that came out so fast, but that's why I said Campbell's reaction ends up telling the whole story.
We weren't sure, but Connor said no doubt, and here's Darlene trying to get it back for the Atlantic. That one knocked down. What a good stick by Larkin. Darlene and Bergeron. Back to Rasmus Dahlin, who hands it off to the veteran. Detroit's Dylan Larkin. Back to Bergeron in front, watched by Connor. Dahlin, what a great pass that was. Saros has dropped his stick. Dahlin looking for a shooting lane, now gives it off. Bergeron, Larkin, and a glove stopped by Saros, and now able to retrieve that stick. A little scramble mode for UC Saros. And now Connor back in with Kadri. And he tried the sharp angle and put it behind Campbell and out the other side.
Campbell giving him a little chirp there as he tried to outweight him, but it was a tough angle. He wasn't able to get it. The pace really picking up here, though, as time ticking away.
Down to business is Suzuki. Great pass. That one, it looked like it was in.
Oh, wow. Stamkos up and underneath. You saw the official right on the side of the play saying no goal.
And Stamkos' body language would tell you that maybe it wasn't, but from our vantage point, there's a glove stop by Campbell. Nice one off Makar. It's getting interesting. Pass broken up at center, but then a pass intercepted by Suzuki. Suzuki in off the post. And a rebound is chopped away, and maybe a break for DeBrincat. Already got one. Alex DeBrincat, and Campbell down off the line as Tkachuk stopped the goal.
Oh boy, that was just almost ready to trickle through, and what a difficult play to make and not put it in yourself.
Got a little help from his Battle of Ontario friend there. But Campbell's had some spectacular moments here. Back in comes DeBrincat. Allen from the hangover last night. Trying to give it back to Makar, and Huberdeau there. Up ahead for Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk trying to give it back to Huberdeau, and Makar there on the defensive side. Now Matthews, Huberdeau, and across, and that one flipped up into the air. Jordan Kyrou picks his way past Huberdeau and dashing into the Atlantic end, but Victor Hedman there defensively. Now fed ahead for Huberdeau, waiting for help. Gets it to Matthews. Swings it back for Hedman. Victor Hedman to Matthews, in tight. Around for Huberdeau. Hedman got it after it was knocked off the stick of Huberdeau. And Hedman shot off the pad and wide. Huberdeau across, and not too hot to handle. And out breaks Roman Josi. Got Kyrou with him. And couldn't get it across. Defensive, no goal. Kyrou able to put that in. And it's a 2-goal lead for the Central. But some spectacular work a little earlier by Jack Campbell as he robs Alex DeBrincat and got some help from Brady Tkachuk.
Little strategy?
Yeah, well, they've turned it up here a little bit, put some heat on us, and so our guys are aware of it on the bench, so hopefully we respond the same way.
I jinxed you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the heat just got turned up a little bit more, Jared.
Yeah, it sure did. We'll see how the next 3 minutes and 12 seconds goes.
Thanks for this, Jared. Good luck in the second half.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, it's Rasmus Dahlin making it a 1-goal game.
You know, Dahlin showed great poise and patience in the accuracy shooting, I thought, last night. And there, he came in pretty calm. Not a lot of times you see a defenseman walking in all alone, but he able to slide that one through the 5-hole on UC Saros.
Just looking at Jared Bednar on the bench, pulled out the game card again now, so it is down to business here with 3:12 to go.
He has the luxury of 2 defensemen, right? He's got Josie and he's got Makar, so I wonder how much they're going to play here in the last 3 minutes.
That's not too bad, is it?
No, I'd take that.
There you go.
And just like that, on cue, Roman Josi.
I mentioned defensemen going in and showing great poise in the Dahlin goal, and now you get the exact same. Roman Josi just walking himself in. Jordan Cairo seems to be all over the puck, and there's fending off a play. And how about that? Just putting it to an area, knowing that you're not going to get hit in an all-star game, right between the stick and skates of Dahlin, and then pokes it past Jack Campbell. That's a pretty nifty move.
Well, Yossi's not really a defenseman, is he? He's kind of revolutionized the position. He's a little bit of a rover, but not in a reckless way. He's kind of figured out how to play it as more an offensive player, but not give up too much defensively. Pretty special guy.
Point a game in the first half of the season. Dahlin looking for another goal, and that puck goes out of play. The Roman Josi is not a surprise having a great season, but he's part of a big surprise team in Nashville.
Yeah, you know, again, we mentioned Saros playing so well. Nashville got off to a little bit of a slow start, but like so many, just get into a rhythm. They're getting production offensively, and you've got the skill of a guy like Josi to anchor that back in.
And the Central coming in looking for more. That hopped off over the stick of Connor, and it's a breakaway the other way. It's Steven Stamkos scoring, and it's 6-5 with just under 2.5 to go.
Kevin, I was almost going to say maybe Stamkos just blasts a slapper there, and he sort of weaved his way in on the turnover there, right past Connor. Kachuk with the pass up, and this again a righty right, just a perfect shot and a bullet up and under the bar.
Just showing everybody why he still has one of the best shots in the game. And we always talk about Ovechkin on the dot for the one-timer. Stamkos has made a living there too as well, and scored a lot of goals in the NHL that way. That shot's special.
Steven Stamkos is back healthy and on pace for what would be his 5th 90-point season.
Yeah, I mean, just such a frustrating last year and a half with injury problems, and 52 points on the year, 20 goals again, and he is back.
Look out, a chance here, Connor scores! Buried that to restore a 2-goal Central lead.
Well, not much for Campbell to do on that one, as Clayton Keller knew exactly he had Connor on the off wing, in all alone, a 2-on-0 basically, as Stamkos misses this one, comes right back. Yeah, Campbell tried to stay as deep as he could, get across, but a nice play by Connor to make sure he gets that one up and under the bar. So are we going to have an offside challenge here, Kevin?
No.
I'm telling you, sounds like it. Who's the coach? Offside review. Wow.
We got a little gamesmanship happening right here.
There's $1 million on the line.
That is a big play. Any tips down there, Kevin, who might have made that call? I didn't see the coach. Let's see.
He's getting some help from the players. Stamkos is right in there, Larkin. I'm not sure. I mean, you got 2 captains right there, voicing their opinion with Andrew Brunette. But hey, guys, rules are rules. This looks like it might be offside too.
Was Kadri a step in? These two had a review that worked in their favor.
Oh, he kept the toe back, though, I thought. Close.
I don't know.
Watch the back foot and the toe.
For the review, the play was offside. We have no goal. Please set the clock to 2:14.
So it's still a 1-goal game.
What a challenge.
Well, there it is.
That's a good point, though. Who was the first one? Maybe we can ask Austin. Who was the first one that noticed that and requested the challenge?
Because, you know, all the video coaches during the regular season are in behind watching for that, but who's doing that in an all-star game?
Well, let's see if that's a spark to try to tie this game up.
DeBrincat back in. Here's DeBrincat trying to center it. And that one knocked down. A chance here, scores! DeBrincat's got that 2-goal Central lead now.
Well, how about that play by Kaprizov? It's going back the other way for an odd man rush and a chance for the Atlantic team to try to tie this up, and instead it's Campbell getting left all alone. A little flip pass here as DeBrincat tries the pass, and watch the stick. Kaprizov, just perfect hands and no chance for Campbell. DeBrincat on the one-time shot. Matthews thinking he's got Huberdeau and potentially going back the other way, and instead it's a 7-5 game.
Matthews skated over to Kaprizov right after that, and big smile on his face because recognizing on his backhand too makes it even harder to pick that one out of the air.
It's a 2-goal lead. Matthews trying to answer. Unable to tuck that in. And Kaprizov sends away Makar with DeBrincat, who's got 2, and Makar right on. Kaprizov up with a rebound, centered it, and DeBrincat couldn't handle that. 90 seconds left. Matthews back in with Huberdeau, and Makar wouldn't let him by. Here comes Kaprizov. DeBrincat. And Kaprizov will swing that around to the far side, and it reaches Makar at the left point. Taken away by Larkin. Here's Matthews across. Hedman walks in. Tried to give it back, and Kaprizov makes a defensive play. In front, Larkin to Hedman to Matthews, and Makar stopped that.
Goalie pulled.
Extra man out.
One pass too many there. Hedman had a wide open net. Tried to extend it across to Matthews.
So 4-on-3 here in the final minute. Atlantic needs 2. Bergeron. Matthews. Makar watching him. Kaprizov's been out a while. Bergeron from the boards with a couple dozen seconds left. Atlantic running out of time. Makar with a steal. Popped up in the air and he brought it down. Gets it to Kaprizov and back. And the Atlantic running out of time here as Joe Pavelski looks to the open net and bullseye. Or is it 21? But it's a clinching goal for Joe Pavelski.
Well, kind of fitting in for this game, and Joe, as we said, coming in the oldest competitor in this all-star game, and certainly not one that hasn't had a huge impact. Kaprizov with a couple of good plays defensively again with his stick, Kevin, and knocking some pucks down and not allowing anything towards the net.
He's known obviously for his offense, but he's a smart player overall. It's survival mode a little bit in that. Penned in the zone, long shift.
Hit that target like he did last night in the 21 showdown. And the horn sounds, and for just the second time in this 3-on-3 format, the Central Division has posted a win. It's an 8-5 final.